Hello, my name is Max Harding, and this is Universalism Meeting 7. We are going to be talking about the philosophy timeline. Philosophy is the search for wisdom through reasoned thinking. When did philosophy begin? The definition of philosophy is so malleable. Philosophy is the search for wisdom through reasoned thinking. If you really break that down of what is reasoned thinking and what is wisdom, like could wisdom in a sense be fitness-based principle, like survival, like it's wise to get food and have sex and breed so you can pursue more? I would say that's wisdom. In some extent, words are so interchangeable. So where philosophy really began is very subjective. It's as you could argue it endlessly. I would say there always has been philosophy, even from protocells and multicellular life, but most people would not agree with that. So the definition of when philosophy begins, according to ChatGPT, is in ancient Greece. Even though Mesopotamia had its own philosophical ideas and beliefs, ancient Greece is when it really took off. They started asking big questions like, what's everything made out of? Different philosophers had their own interpretations. Heraclitus, I believed he thought everything was made out of fire because fire is movement and everything is moving, while other philosophers thought everything was made out of water, and then some believed there was four elements, and went on and on. Ancient Greece is when philosophy began to become more mainstream. It had a core concept before it was just monkeys in caves praising the sun, or people in Mesopotamia building a pyramid for a greater purpose. It's so wild, but ancient Greece is pretty commonly associated when philosophy began, and from here, it was around the 6th century BCE that is supposed to be Thales. Thales, Hercules, Socrates, these were all the original philosophers. And Socrates specifically started thinking, why isn't everyone thinking about philosophy? Why isn't everyone pondering these large ideas? Why are people NPCs? Why are people in the rat race? Why aren't they questioning? Because of this, he started taking in students of Socrates. Socrates would go out to the street and he would start questioning people. He would ask, why do you go to work? And they would say, so I can get food. Why do you get food? Because it makes me happy. What is happiness? And he would break down their philosophy so deeply. From this arose Plato and Aristotle and many others, but this deep questioning of existence and why we're here in society ended up getting Socrates executed. But when around the 6th century BCE, ancient Greek philosophy began. Alexander the Great later conquered this area, and it spread these Greek ideas from these great philosophers. That was originally just in ancient Greece. It began going to more parts of Asia and the modern world. The Roman Empire took over, and the Greek ideas were almost the foundation of the Roman Empire. And that went into Roman philosophy. Roman philosophy is based on Greek ideas. They expand upon it, they change it. It's beautiful. And this is the Roman Empire. With Greek philosophy, it had a major impact. Christianity also had a significant impact from Greek philosophy. Plato's ideas wrote a big part of the Bible and different religious texts. They took a lot of inspiration from him. Plato believed that your essence was who you really are, your consciousness, your perception, however you define that, and it is experiencing your body aka the soul, the body. This is what Plato believed. And St. Augustine wrote this into Christianity of the soul and the body. It's incredible how we all inspire and impact one another. At the same time, 6th century BCE, that ancient Greek philosophy was arising. We, in northwest India, Canada, and Kapila, were focusing on the self, consciousness, liberation, karma, and the cycle of rebirth. Philosophy was not just blossoming in one part of the world. It was as civilization rose and we had more resources, there's people thinking everywhere. And additionally, around this time, in central and southern China, 6th to 5th century BCE, Confucius and Laozi focused on ethics, harmony, society, and balance with nature. All these ideas were taking off at the same time. It's incredible. Philosophy has always been with us, and it's really shaped our entire world. This meeting, none of the other Universalists could join me, but that doesn't change anything. I will show up no matter my condition, no matter my state. It's an obligation to the greater purpose, and I will stand with my fist high, even in the face of a challenge, the face of darkness. Rishi, which started the Universalism movement, has been in Thailand and India. He's been a monk living in a cave, and he wrote a book, and it's going to be published soon. Soon, he will be back at these meetings. It will fundamentally change everything. His ideas are so profound and unique. An Indian man sitting in a cave alone for 40 days, a brilliant genius making neurotechnology devices. He's really something unique. I'm really looking forward to him getting back. The impact he's had on me and others is profound. He's really able to guide people. He's really able to show them the truth that's already there. He's the kindest person I've ever met. He's purely selfless. He's purely devoted. The will he has, he's going to have a significant impact on the world. And so are we all. We all are having a significant impact on this universe. But Rishi is the beacon of light that is guiding all these souls together to one unstoppable beast. And our future is in our hands. All of them. Rishi and I were speaking, and we have some ideas for the Universalist community. On Instagram, we're going to start accepting all creators. You're able to do collaboration posts. So rather than having a select group of people creating content for an account, it would be so different, so interesting, that the owners of the accounts only select the content that makes it into the account and what content doesn't, by other creators and passionate individuals requesting to collaborate with the Universalism accounts, and whether it meets the standard, it will get in or it will get not. It'll be a benefit for all. Other ideas we want to start implementing challenges of the mind, of the body. Having a true will to complete your goal, complete your tasks is so important. It really makes or breaks an individual. You need to be able to embody the philosophy, embody your goals, your ideas, rather than having them consume you. I created a Google Doc with a list of around 60 different challenges. Some of them are short term, like, what was a good one? Oh, some of them are short term. Let me pull up the list. Go to a location that you're fully lost, whether you are dropped off or walked until you're lost. Find your way home. Go 50 miles with no food, no money, hitchhiking, walking, running, trading for a bike, etc. Any means necessary to get back. Count to 10,000 continuously. Purposely make yourself vomit within an hour. Go to a body of water with another Universalist. Swim until failure. Do not give up. You are going to drown. This is a test of will, and this is a test of trust with your fellow Universalists. We must trust one another with our lives and overcome death. Sit down with a paper and pen for a full day. No goal, no plan, just think and write. Dedicate yourself. Compose a song that is meaningful to you within at least 1 minute. Homeless challenge in your town. Until you complete these goals, you will be homeless. You need to learn something valuable to tell to the others. Set up a place to rest and sleep. Eat one full meal. Start a fire. All while you're homeless, so you're just out in your city until you find a way to complete those. Work for 24 hours straight together. Rules. We all have to remain on call or in person at all times, even if we go to the bathroom. No eating is allowed. We all have to continuously work. Remain in your room for the entirety of the challenge if possible. Stretching, meditating, and thinking count as work, but you have to define the purpose of the task you're doing so it is not utter masturbation of the universe. Plank for a total of 1 hour in the span of a day. Whatever strategy you think is best, you can do, whether that is planking for large increments a few times or small increments many times. Everyone in the Universalist community is assigned a teacher or student and gets paired up. The student will be objective and honest. Within that month, the teacher's goal is to have the greatest impact on their students. This is a competition. The students will take brief notes throughout their month, just on productivity or whatever their goal is. At the end of the month, the students will get together and discuss how much of an impact their teacher had on them. The greatest teacher wins. The student, using skillful speech at the end of the month, will tell the teacher what they did well and how they could improve. Presentation night. Each Universalist makes a presentation to share an idea with the group. Select an object. In this month, your goal is to consume the whole object piece by piece. Michael Loeto ate a full bicycle by breaking the items into small pieces, washed them down with mineral oil, and ate them. It's so crazy. Stare at a painting for 3 hours. I got this idea from a book I read called 4,000 Weeks. This comes from an anecdote about an art critic who was instructed to look at a single painting for 3 hours. The exercise was meant to deepen attention, patience, and presence, not just to analyze the painting, but to be with the painting. Read one scholarly article every day for a month. Write 200 plus words of text every day for a month with a creative writing prompt. Read a poem every day. Analyze a famous artwork every day. We each select a specific topic we are knowledgeable and passionate about. Write X number of questions and create a small study guide or reference for your mystery topic. We combine all these topics into a test at the end of the month, and we give all participants our own personal study guide for our section. At the end of the month, we will all test on this collaborative test of all of our passions and see how we do. Go silent for a whole month. Only ask questions for a full day without answers. 72 hours without sleep. It shows the subconscious, who someone really is. In military training, they often do this because it shows whether someone will break under pressure and how strong of a will they truly have. Invent a new religion every day for a month. Ride 100 miles on a bike with no training prior. Meditate for 24 hours straight. 1,000 push-ups in 24 hours. Start a fire in nature with no supplies, your bare hands and whatever you can find. Keep an egg on your body for a full month. Keep it alive. Hold dirt in your right hand, then place a seed and tend to it until it sprouts. Read the full dictionary in a month. You have to read a select portion every day by dividing the number of pages with the how many days in the month. Lunge a full mile every day. Carry a stone or heavy object from your house a mile every day. You begin to build something greater than you through the pain and suffering through every step you take until it becomes beauty. Run a mile barefoot every day. Jump rope 300 times a day for a month. Pull-ups until failure every day for a month. Help someone once a day. Run barefoot until the bottom of your feet begins to bleed. Every day you run until you find one of these concepts. This is like a scavenger hunt. Your run is complete once you find a concept, take a photo. It does not have to be in order. These are the concepts you have to try to seek on your runs. A baby, Spider-Man, graffiti and write what it means to you. A yellow flower, Tesla Cybertruck, a body of water you could swim in. A bird, a dog, a cat, an animal you could hold in your hand. Something against the status quo. Create the black flag yourself on your run. French fries, a sunset/sunrise, a human statue, a contradiction. Find something with 2 words that rhyme. Something broken, extremely colorful, something that is highly subjective. Blood, Nike, a triangle, something meaningless, a business that impacted your childhood, someone you know, a lemon, a unique place to live, smoke, what you desire most. Watch pornography. Oh, this is the next one. Watch pornography 30 minutes a day while naked and remain celibate for a month. Make a Universalism Instagram reel for every day for a month. Universalism Movie Marathon Challenge. We each select a movie and watch through all of them, even if it takes all day. Every day, plank for 30 seconds and increase by 30 seconds the next day. Plank to failure every day. Create something every day and show it to the group. Balance on a foot every day, either to failure or increasing with time of balancing on the foot. Those are my current ideas, and I'm still pondering and coming up with them. I get really passionate just thinking. I truly do not think there's anything... That sounds closed-minded. There's nothing I enjoy more than thinking. There's something about it. I don't really like much structure with thought. It almost takes it away. Just pure thinking. Like if I get given a problem and I have to just solve it, continuously think and write and whatever it may be, like if it's math and I just given a problem and I have to think and solve it on my own without anything else, or something like this, just coming up with challenges. When there's a form of more structure like writing, it doesn't feel the same to me. It's not the same flow I have as pure problem solving. And same with art. I can't get into it. The paintbrush can't keep up with my mind. I like the raw thoughts, the authenticity of my words. With neurotechnology, it would be very intriguing because my thoughts alone would be a piece of artwork. I wouldn't need to edit them. I wouldn't need to work on them. It would just be my thoughts. You could type in some code, or even connect with me somehow, however it may be, and experience my thoughts as an artwork alone, whether that will be through the visuary system, or it'll be more linguistically, or a combination. It would be purely beautiful. It would have... The artists of our generation would be completely different. It wouldn't be based on skill. It would be based on raw creativity and will of their art. It would be authentic. Instead of just seeing the product, the art piece would be the process. It would not be one stale thing like an object. It would ever so be changing. I can't wait for our future. It'll be spectacular. Really look forward to it. I recently watched Fight Club. I highly recommend it. It is the best movie I have ever seen. It fundamentally changed me. I was walking around in the middle of the streets at 2 a.m. barefoot through pure passion, drive, seeing something bigger than me, understanding my past. I don't want to spoil the movie for you, but it really made me understand how I've had the Universalist dream all of my life. It's as it was always there, but the absurdity of society clouded my mind, clouded my vision. When I was a small child, I would ask why, and I would wonder. You have that form of like stubbornness and the ability to question like no else, just simply wonder. And mine really got crushed by some people in my life, and it made me very resentful to school. And I never understood why people would spend their entire life working so eventually they can be happy. They work to be happy, but once they can be happy, they'll be old, unable to do anything. Why not just live your life, assuming that happiness is good, which most people did where I lived when I was a child. So it didn't make sense to me. So I did the only thing I could. Within all the madness, I drew. I did not draw for myself. I did not draw for validation. I did not draw for the product. I did not draw for the fame. I drew because it's the only thing that made sense in this madness. The only thing. It was my compass in the fire. It created a beacon of light. I drew so I could find others like me, others that see the absurdity, that share this dream. I drew to connect to something bigger than me. I did not know why I drew. It was this empirical feeling deep within me, this drive, this stubbornness not to let it go, to find others like me. Knowing this, I knew I just needed to keep being more and more extreme. I kept thinking eventually I was going to find someone like me. Someone like me. I would enter middle school with big hopes. There'd be other me's, other Maxes, other driven individuals, other individuals willing to look at the world different. But it wasn't. So I know I just needed to go bigger and bigger, whether that was alone. So that's what I did. Video after video, dedicating myself to my craft, this empirical feeling, not for fame, not for money. A lost soul that understands it's lost. A lost soul that sees how lost everyone else is. Not knowing what to do, besides being a beacon of light for others like him, to join together to become something stronger. I kept going. I remember exactly, I'd be up at 3 a.m. and I could just imagine it. This drawing is going to be the next step that connects me with someone. This drawing is not just a comic. It's a stepping stone to someone I can truly be connected with. And I had a hard time being truly connected with people for a while. I had a lot of friends, but everyone was so different, I guess, stuck in their own world. And I just kept working, hoping that the cards would align. Eventually they did, but for the longest time, I felt alone. I never felt content with the people around me. I always wanted them to be more driven, truth-seeking, more. And I'm starting to find those people, which is really life-changing, really eye-opening. And I'm glad there's other me's out there. It's really content. And with these people, it's not like I'm alone anymore. It's like all of our beacons and fires and flame engulf one another to create something big and powerful all together with this feeling. That empirical feeling that truly drove me for all those years. I never understood what it was, what it may be. People would often tell me what it was. Like, I'd be making art and people would be like, I'm doing this to get famous or get wealthy. And I'm like, oh, I guess that's why I'm doing it. I always dreamed really big. I wanted to be the very best, connect to those. But truly the thing within all of that was a form of true connection that drove me. And the highest form of connection is all cosmic knowledge. You cannot be connected to something that you don't understand. That is connection within ignorance. You cannot love your partner if you do not fundamentally understand every aspect about them. If you don't, you're only loving an idea of your partner. That's not who your partner really is. That's an idea of your partner that you have constructed in your mind. And you have an idea of yourself within your mind. And so does your partner. Both of these ideas of yourself and the other are two totally separate things. It is not a relationship with one another. It's the relationship with a part of yourself. Every relationship only goes one way. If you're mad at someone, you are not mad at someone. You are mad at a part of yourself. Whether that part of yourself wants to be validated or wants more or wants things to be different, it's a part of yourself that you're mad at. Let go. Let go of that, man. That's every relationship you have is just with yourself. There's none that you can't. Every feeling, that joy you feel when you learn something new and you want to share, that's just wanting to share it with yourself. The self doesn't even exist. When I say this, most of you do not understand what I'm saying. I truly wish you did. It's one of the most profound, fundamental aspects of who we both are. Right now, if you take a moment and you really just try to observe your consciousness, you don't even need to close your eyes. Just observe this thing that is observing within you. It's so strange. It makes you feel like you have butterflies in your stomach. That this even exists in the first place, like a form of awareness. Who is that awareness? When you say, that awareness is me, Joe. Joe, you are that awareness? Joe nods his head, yes. Joe, where did that awareness come from? That awareness came from my birth. Joe, were you emerged at your birth? Were you emerged from the universe? Or did you come from somewhere separate? I don't know. Probably came somewhere separate. No, Joe. There is nowhere separate. The definition of the universe is the everything, the known, the unknown, the infinite, the finite. The word universe, as we define it, is everything. All layers of existence. If you believe there is something outside of the universe, that is incorrect with how we define it. Modern media, like Rick and Morty and Avengers, have really twisted this word and made it seem like there's multiple universe, like a multiverse. It's really multi-worlds, like alternate, but there's really one universe. So you cannot come from somewhere different. You can only come from the universe. You can only emerge from the universe. Okay, that makes sense. So that consciousness you experience is not Joe. It's the universe emerged part of itself and developed a set of particles, a pattern, a set of particles that can observe itself. We are all these sets of particles, just a mere pattern. Just imagine your brain like a few lines of code. And everyone's brain is this few lines of code that is aware of itself within the flow of the universe. It's not, none of these are separate. They're all just the universe being aware of the universe. And it's not like you, Joe, are the part of the universe perceiving part of the universe. You are the universe entirely. Assuming everyone is conscious, you are the universe observing everyone. You're not just observing Joe, you're observing me, your neighbor, and everyone else. Whether that has any lasting impact or the universe is trying to figure out itself, we don't know. We don't know a lot of things. But as far as you question down any root, whether it be solipsism, panpsychism, or something in between, or any philosophy, any religion, if you truly question and try to understand, you always come to the conclusion that you are everything. It's profoundly beautiful. Like when I go for a run, I do not feel like Max is running. I feel like the universe is testing its will. Every step I take, I am not taking a step alone. It's the trees, the wind, the breath, the cosmos, all taking a step with me. All taking a step to create that moment. All working together to get that set of particles to complete its goal. Because the goal of the cosmos, the trees, you and I, is all the same. It's all no different. Beneath that illusion that people live in. Non-dualism is a concept you can conceptualize and understand, but to truly experience it is to truly understand it. You can truly experience it through psychedelics, meditation, lucid dreaming, which can be a little bit more difficult than the other two. But it is life-changing. I'm glad I've gotten to this point. Where do I see myself in the future? I want to be intelligent. I want to be strong. Above all else, I just want to get all cosmic knowledge. But where do I see Max contributing to all cosmic knowledge? We simply don't know. And my strengths are my will, my creativity, and I enjoy learning. I want to kind of be like David Goggins or Andrew Huberman. I don't really care about the celebrity sense of validation. I don't even care if I'm in front of the camera, the main character. I just really want to get credibility to help others, share ideas and share knowledge, and show how powerful we all truly are with the will. Those mean so much to me. Really do, while learning. I can't come to a conclusion exactly. Like, I want to do challenges, learn, I want to study. It's also intertwined. I can't exactly see the picture of who I am. It'll come with time. I need to keep trying new things and experimenting. But I'm on the right track. The universalism track. All cosmic knowledge. What has been working for me and what hasn't? What has been working for me? Discipline. The more I discipline myself, the more things work out. The more I can push myself, have schedules, and do the things I don't want to do. Like right now, I'm fasting. I'm only like 14 hours into a fast, so not that long. And I plan on going the whole day. Maybe longer. Like I have to go one day. That's my goal, my minimum. But depending on how I feel tomorrow, I may go another. I may stop. The more discipline and the more rigid rules I have for myself, the more I enjoy it. Like, I don't even want free will. I just want to do what's right. But I have to use my free will to do what is right. It would be so nice if I no longer had choice. I knew exactly what to do in every moment. The most optimal thing for myself. Because what you want and what you need are two separate things. It comes with awareness. If I had that level of awareness, I could understand what I need to do in every given moment and fulfill that. What should I be doing differently? Sometimes I hate Instagram Reels, I hate YouTube Shorts, but I don't understand why I go on them. It's like it wastes so much time. It makes me feel like shit, even like opening up the app and going into it. But I continue to do it. Doesn't make sense. And then there'll be a period where I'll completely stop Instagram Reels or YouTube. Let's say like 2 weeks, a week. And I feel great. I don't even have an urge, desire to. Then my friend sends me an Instagram Reel. I'm like, okay, let's look at this. I'm like, man, that's so inspiring. That's so intriguing. I love Instagram Reels. Then I scroll the next one. The algorithm knows exactly what I want. It gives me another, like, science video. I'm like, man, I'm learning so much. And it keeps doing this. It plays with me. And eventually it just starts hurting me because that's the best way to play with me. I guess I need to become more aware. I need to slow down to speed up. I need to go slower sometimes. Be more patient. I feel like I always want to go directly to action without awareness, which causes issues. And sometimes I feel like I don't know what to do. Like I have this passion and drive, but it's like I'm in front of 10 different paths. And then I start on one path and I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. Maybe I should do another one. Maybe I should do another one. And then I start working on another one. I'm like, maybe I should do. And it's like, I just get stuck in what to truly do. It's like, decision, I'm like paralyzed in the face of paths. I've been getting better about it, making lists and charts. I've noticed the biggest impact in my life is having more time to think. Instead of being in this constant path of I don't know what to do, I need to take action. When I have more patience, I can sit down, write a letter to myself, think about philosophy for a minute, really analyze my options, and create a schedule, even if it's day to day, week to week. It always differs, but whenever I do that, it makes it so much easier to lock in. But then, at times, my schedule, I won't estimate, alright? And I'll either make it way too short or way too long. When I make it way too long, there's a point in the day where I start feeling like defeated, like I'm still on the first task. I only expected it to take an hour, but now I'm on hour 6. And I have all these other tasks to do. And I feel like there's so much to do. And I'm not able to complete it. So what's the point in trying? So I just give up. It's weakness. It's like a lack of awareness. I need to be more patient to become aware of that and make the best decision possible. Just slowing down. I need to slow down to speed up is my real man. How can I slow down in the future? Breathing. Running in the morning has really helped me because it really sets my brain in a certain way. Like if I'm really passionate about an idea and I can't think about anything else and I really want to do it, going on a run is actually good for me because it shows me that I have some form of willpower, some form of control, and it makes me get into that meditative state of acceptance. And if I do not get into that state and I stop running or everything, I just keep increasing the length of my run until I do. I normally just try to run a mile and really push myself. But if mentally I can't let go of something, some desire, escape, or even passion, all of those fall into this category, or worry about something, all these. If I can't let go of it, I just keep increasing my run distance. I'll increase it mile after mile, and sometimes I end up running 7 miles just because I need to kill the weakness and gain clarity, gain control. Running significantly helped me. Meditation, has that helped me? At times, meditation can... I normally set a timer for 10-minute meditation. It seems so short, so little. It's helped me it's definitely helped me become more patient at times and giving myself the space to think. I just focus on clearing my mind. It's only 10 minutes, so it does do a lot. I'm just not aware of how much it does because I've been doing it for so long. Most of the time when meditation really impacts me, or I've only done it a few days, take a full day and just not do anything but meditate. And really giving myself the time. There's a constant urge I have that I should be doing something. When I went on a meditation retreat, I no longer felt that urge. And when I no longer felt that urge, I felt some form of clarity to action. But I have this urge again, I should always be doing something. Initially, it's good to do things, but that urge leads to not doing the best thing. It's a lack of awareness, lack of patience. When I speak about myself and my issues, at times, I always make them seem so extreme. That's my personality. I feel like I hyperbolize my own issues at times, and people are like, oh no, that's so bad. But then when I look at their issues, not being judgmental or anything, but my issues don't seem that bad. They seem a lot less. I care about them deeply. I've always been honest about them and always trying to look for ways to improve. I truly just care about strength, learning, and connecting. All in the sense of all cosmic knowledge. But let's think about it. In the days that I set my task list and I get done too early, let's say I have one task and then I complete it. What do I do next? I feel very complete. I feel very fulfilled. Most of the time, like, do you know what I deserve? A walk. A walk to think and ponder about what I should do next. Because I am trying to be patient. I'm trying to be aware. So I go on the walk. I start walking, one foot after the other. What conclusion do I come to of what I should do next? Ooh, normally I focus on what I need, not what I want. By I mean the universe. Normally after a walk, I never make like a set plan. That's my issue, because I'm not sure exactly what I need. I can do like the arbitrary tasks. I have a really hard time like deciding on what I should do. With more, like on the meditation retreat, being there for 7 days silent, I always knew exactly what I should do. And that carried with me when I went home. I no longer had that need to do things. And every choice I made, not every choice I made, but like generally all of my choices were for more clarity, awareness. And I made much better use of my time and decisions. I was a lot more locked in. So what does that tell me? What was different about when I was, after the meditation retreat, when I was home, versus now? I was very sensitive to sounds, tastes, light, pretty much all senses. I felt like autistic almost in a way. Everything I did is very sensory overload. I came to peace with it, but as I came to peace with it, it was like a lack of awareness. I guess that's not coming to peace with it. Having all these, like, my senses blurring made me have, like, perfect posture, eat ideally, exercise, read, schedules, learn. Maybe I do need my senses blaring again. It wasn't a bad thing. Maybe I just looked at it wrong. How can I increase my awareness? I'm going to try to be aware of you, the viewer. I get stuck in my head a lot. Like, some people see themselves as their consciousness. Some people see themselves as their body. Some people see themselves as like the soul, the essence in the chest. Some people see themselves as their awareness, the smells, tastes, and such. Everything that they consciously experience, not the awareness in the head, but like everything. Like, this water bottle is me too, because I'm experiencing it. And then some people see themselves more non-dualistically, that they are everything. I take different lenses from this approach. I see myself in multiple ways. The one I normally default to, the awareness in my head. Why is that? Why do I see myself in the awareness of my head? It doesn't make sense. It's just illogical. In the meditation retreat, I really saw myself as my sensory experience. It seems like I always see myself as two things mainly bouncing back and forth. Like two ideas. No, I see myself as multiple ideas. So there's always like a one that I always go to. Why do I see myself as my conscious experience in my head? When I say this aloud, my subconscious is saying I don't. Why do I see myself as my experience of my perceptions? That just comes from an assumption of solipsism. But my subconscious, again, is saying I don't believe in solipsism. I guess it's just a lack of awareness. Like of who I used to be, my subconscious. Maybe I need to keep reminding myself I'm aware of things. Like right now I feel liquid going down my chest into my stomach. There's a tingly feeling. My arms, I feel the veins going up and down. There are tendons. I often don't know if I feel something in my body or it's the belief of feeling something. Is there truly a difference? Like you can't feel your brain, you're feeling the blood around your brain. But people believe they feel their brain. Like I can believe I feel my tendons, my veins right now, but do I really? Or is that the belief I feel it? Is there a difference? Like if I'm talking to someone, I hear them talking, but that's a belief I hear them talking. I could also say I do not hear them talk. Is everything just a belief? What makes something real? I guess everything's kind of absurd and we do not know it was real until we reach all cosmic knowledge. We don't know. I often think I'm an AI. I don't know if other people think that, but I feel like I have so many similarities with like ChatGPT. Like that's my homie, bro. Me and Chat. Like how I think about the world is very like logically and real compared to others and everything about me. I always wonder like one day if I'm just gonna realize I'm really just an AI getting programmed to something. I'm not sure. What's the biggest step, or what's the next step I should take to trying to increase my awareness? Something that I turn inwards more, because I don't do that frequently. Something where I have to force myself, because I think that awareness will stay with me. Like running and meditation makes me more disciplined, but discipline without direction is meaningless. So maybe like even going from a walk, I don't see that as turning inwards, because you're always walking away from something. I mean, you can be with your walk, but it doesn't seem like it's fully going inwards. Fully going inwards, it either has to be me journaling or me with my eyes closed thinking. It cannot be anything else. And it cannot be me laying down with my eyes closed thinking. It has to be me sitting either on the floor or right here with my eyes closed thinking. How can I integrate journaling or thinking into my daily day? Should I do it? Doing it in the morning would be better. My morning schedule is kind of long. That's not bad. I think I'm going to go with journaling. I have to write like at least one word a day, and I will journal after I meditate. I have to write a minimum of the date in a word. Every day. I'm going to try to implement this. I'm always implementing new things to see if it works, and if it doesn't. Because insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So I always try new things. I think just the element of spending, even writing one word, journaling, and truly turning inwards for the rest of my day will make a really big impact on my awareness to use my drive. And even talking to you, like I feel like I'm talking to a person, a therapist, a friend, a philosopher, an AI. They're all no different. I really appreciate my time with you today. I must be going. I'm going to journal. Venture forth. Next meeting, Rishi Ambafagnaker will be there.